only in Britain, only we are in a position where we're just four square behind Ukraine. I mean, that's wonderful, but I think that it's preventing us from, from asking now a hard question: is supporting Ukraine, you know, to fight the war the same thing as actually supporting Ukraine? Because I think those things are becoming different. That actually to encourage and push Ukraine into fighting on, which is what Zelensky seems to be rallying support for. In other words, how will we continue to fight on without the United States supporting us? And who's with me in Europe? Apparently, so far only Keir Starmer. But I think that there are real serious questions to be asked about, like how sensible a policy that is, and why Zelensky is sort of is fixated on this. I think he is profoundly personally invested, obviously, in the war. He has a very good claim to be like the savior of Ukraine. I mean, that's really not even an exaggeration. I mean, his personal involvement is, I think, so almost unprecedented in the history of modern warfare, of one leader and his example and his diplomacy, sort of rallying his country and then galvanizing massive international support. That was all Zelensky. I mean, that's pretty heroic, on a sort of national heroic scale. Now I think there is a legitimate question to be asked, whether crassly or not, about whether Zelensky is the person to conclude a peace. And I think a lot of people in Kiev, certainly the last time I was there, just before in the earlier this winter, was saying that frankly, Valery Zaluzhny, as a former general, as the former commander in chief of the Ukraine's armed forces before he was sacked by Zelensky, he's now Ukraine's ambassador in London. He's leading the polls. Someone like Zaluzhny with this absolutely unimpeachable military tradition. He's a soldier. He's comes from a military family. He's absolutely four square, no questions asked, Ukrainian patriot. That's the kind of guy that can really do a deal with Putin. He's a fresh face. He doesn't sort of have the baggage. So just in terms of practicalities, perhaps indeed Trump is right that actually it's peace belongs to a sort of post-Zelensky era.